here to tell you about a difficult time that I had while breastfeeding and hopefully offer you some solutions if you are having the same issue. 1 to 2 weeks after my daughter was born, I developed dry and cracked nipples from her frequency of eating. She would cluster feed from 2 to 3 hours at a time with maybe 45 minutes to an hour break in between. So just a lot of time on the breast. And I believe this led to the chafing. I believe her latch was always correct. However, if you do have dry and cracked nipples, check that first, because that seems to be the issue in most cases. However, it wasn't in ours. Our latch was perfect. So, dry cracked nipples hurt so bad to the point where, your nails and your toenails just kind of curl in pain at the thought of feeding your son or daughter. Horrible moment. You don't want breastfeeding to be about that. It doesn't need to be about that. So these are 3 things that helped us, and the first thing was to try pumping. So we used breast pump, and that was a lot less pain. It did work. However, my daughter did not enjoy it. She kind of had this look on her face like, what the heck is this bottle thing? Where's mom's boob? I just drank 1.5 ounces of milk in 5 seconds. That would have taken me an hour to get. Just don't get what's going on. Second thing was to soak the nipple area in warm water. I heard the suggestion to use salt water. However, I tried both, and to me they both work equally well, and with the salt water it was just an added step to then rinse off my nipple area before actually feeding her, because I didn't want her consuming salt. Really, I don't even know if she'd mind the taste. I just didn't want the idea. I didn't like the idea of her eating salt. So, and that worked. That got us through the weekend. However, it felt like a very slow recovery process at that point. So I called the La Leche group, and they recommended triple nipple ointment or magic breast cream. It's known by multiple different names, and I unfortunately don't know the medical name of it. But I'm sure if you were to mention it to your doctor or the La Leche group, they would again have that solution right off the bat for you. And that was the kicker. I don't even like taking Tylenol if I don't have to, but I would do that again and again and again, because it healed me up in a couple days. I no longer was concerned or worried about breastfeeding. And another concern, which only really dawned on me afterwards, was with all those open wounds in a dark, moist place, that can open you up to thrush or other infections in that area, which then would have hindered me from breastfeeding my daughter at all, or perhaps passed on to her. And that's kind of a scary thought. So if you're dealing with cracked nipples to the point where it's just a lot of pain, you got scabbing, I highly recommend consulting your doctor, the La Leche group, to see if that might be an option for you. And happy breastfeeding, guys.